welcome back to Political Science class. Last 2 days we were discussing different process of election. There we understood how to prepare or getting ready with the voters list, and after that about nomination of candidates, and last we studied what is election campaign, what is importance of election campaign. As the last process of election, we are going to study now about the polling and counting of votes. On election day, every person whose name is on the voters list can go to a nearby polling booth situated usually in a local school or government office and cast their votes. Nowadays, electronic voting machines are used to record votes. The machine shows the name of the candidate and party symbols. The voters have to press the button against the name of the candidate. Once the polling is over, all the electronic machines are sealed and taken to a secure place. A few days later, on a fixed date, all the electronic machines from the constituency or from a particular constituency are open, and all the voters are also secured by each candidate are counted. The candidate who secures the highest number of votes from a constituency is declared elected. Television channels, radio, newspapers, etc. So they report this event. Newspapers and television reports often refer to allegations. Most of these reports are about inclusion of false names and exclusion of genuine names in the voters list. Second one is misuse of government facilities and officials by the ruling party. Third one is excessive use of money by rich candidate and big parties. And last one is intimidation or frightening of voters and rigging. Rigging means the malpractices on the polling booth, that is on polling day. Children, now already we understood what are the different process of conducting election. Now we have to understand who is the responsible authority to conduct election. When we take India, we have a particular commission. Name of this commission is known as Election Commission. This Election Commission is very powerful and they are independent. The Chief Election Commissioner is appointed by the President of India. When we take our election commission, it consists of 3 members. See, first one is one chief election commissioner. Under him, there are 2 other additional commissions also. When we take India at present, I hope all of you know who is the chief election commissioner of India. Sunil Arora is the chief election commissioner of India at present. Other 2 members are Rajiv Kumar, and second one is Sushil Chandra. Now children, we are going to understand what are the different functions of this election commission. Election commission, first of all, they take their decisions on every aspect of conduct and control of elections, from the announcement of the their announcement of election date to the declaration of a result. It implements the code of conduct and punishes if any candidate or party that violates this code of conduct. Third one is during the election period, the election commission can order the government to follow some guidelines to prevent use and misuse of governmental power to enhance its chances to win election or to transfer some government officials. Fourth one is when on election duty, government officers work under the control of election commission and not under the government. And the last function of election commission is when the election officials come to the opinion that polling was not fair to some booth or even on entire constituency, they order a repoll. So, dear children, today we could understand the last process of election and what is the election commission and what are the important functions of election commission also. I hope that all of you understood. We shall see in the next class. Thank you.